Welcome back, YouTubers, Father and Son Streamer. I'm Mr. Tommy and this is Mr.
Cody.
We're back today. We're talking about plaster again. We got all the second layer of the plaster cloth down. Now we're working on filling up all these little bitty holes and everything. Well, I got a remedy for it and we're going to show you what I've come up with. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong. Don't care as long as it's working for me. That's all that matters. And it's looking good back here. We're going to bring you in here just a second, show you a close-up of it. Then we're going to show you the 3 items you need. 4 or 5 items. Christmas is coming up and we're getting closer. We're getting closer to laying this track. Well, that's the goal, is to have the track up and running at Christmas. Because we got some, hopefully Santa's bringing us some great gifts. We can get this thing up and running.
And finally we'll be able to do DCC for once.
Well, if Santa brings it. We hope Santa brings it. But anyway, let's pause the video. We're going to bring you up here and we're going to show you what I've come up with. And then we'll be right back. Okay, here we are. No matter how hard I tried, a lot of this, you still get these little pores where the plaster didn't blend in with the cloth real good. I don't know if you could get better plaster cloth than what comes with the kit. But anyway, to show you, right through here, see, he's got all these little ports. But then if we come right up here, they're gone. They're all gone.
Pretty much all of them.
Yep. And then you can see where they start again, right there. Well, this is what you need. A good mixing bowl, stainless. You keep it clean so easily. It just wipes right out. Thing of water, pretty good size, about 1 inch, a little over 1 inch paintbrush. Plaster of Paris. We're going to show you how I'm mixing this. You're going to think I'm crazy, but you're going to mix it real thin, I mean soupy, and before you're done it's going to thicken up. You're going to have to add more water to it, but I'm going to show you all these little steps. You see some is still drying over in here. That's what I done last night before I went to bed. I got all that over there done. The whole pond is done. The mountains, the tunnel, all that's done. I left this little bit just so I can demonstrate. We'll do a little time lapse of it, of me working on this section right here. And we're going to get rid of these pesky little pinholes. Because whenever you paint this, that paint's going to run down in there. And then whenever you put your ballast, your grass coverage and all that on there, it's all going to fall down in there. You don't want that. And then if you don't get a good coverage on it, you can cover it up with grass, but you're going to have to put extra grass and extra glue. I've been seeing these videos where people are doing this, but we're going to try to eliminate that beforehand. And we're going to pause the video, set it back up on a tripod. We're going to make up a batch and we're going to start working. Be right back. Okay, here we are. We got our bowl ready. There is no measuring. I ain't doing no measuring. I'm eyeballing everything. But what I'm doing, that's it. Very little water. I mean, that don't even hardly cover your paintbrush. About a 1/4 inch on your paintbrush. That's all it is.
Dang.
Not even that much. Okay. Oh, probably about 3 tablespoons right there. Maybe a touch more. Not much.
And again, plaster reminds me of flour.
Yep. Stir it up real good. Get that water in there generating. Look at there, it looks like soup. You know, we've done some plastering before where we mixed it up and we made it kind of like a peanut butter when we was doing the tunnel porch. But this, no. You just barely, see here, I just barely get it a little bit on my brush. But now before I get done using all this right here, which ain't much, it's going to thicken up like toothpaste. So the longer it sits there, the thicker it gets. Well, we don't want that. So what we're going to do, we're going to set the camera right here just so you can see. It's wet, don't worry about that. That's good. But as you can see, it fills in those little cracks and crevices real quick. There's a little spot right there. We'll turn the camera a little bit. As you see, it don't take a whole lot. And it fills the holes up. Now when you're doing the mountains and on hills and stuff, that water's just going to run down the side of it. Well, if it does, just reach down there and smooth it out. Just smooth it out. And yes, this takes a long time. A lot of neck pain, shoulder pain, back pain. But it's worth it. It's worth it. I think it's going to be real good once we're done. Alright, starting to kind of thicken up in spots right in there. Well, we'll just keep it mixed. When it gets too thick, we'll come back and put a little bit more water in it, mix it up. So keep your water handy. Don't let it get away from you. Don't chase it, because you're going to be wasting a lot of plaster. And once this stuff gets so thick, it's actually harder to work with. So keep it thin. Work little at a time. Don't make a big batch, because you will not have time to work a big batch before it sets up. The thing is once you put your first layer of plaster cloth down, you can work at it and try to fill all them holes up, and you do a good job with the first round. But once you come into the second round, it just does not want to cooperate. That first layer of plaster is dry, the plaster cloth is, and then once you hit it with that second layer, it just soaks up the water in a hurry. It just soaks it up, makes it more aggravating to work with. So I want to show you this little spot we've been working here. And I found, like if you got some ridges you kind of want to blend in, go against it. And that'll kind of smooth out those little spots where the plaster cloth meet on top of each other, where they overlap. We're going to bring in and see there, it's starting to stick up there. This is still alright. But I ain't got much left. I think we're going to be okay to finish up right here. But if it gets too thick, and it's just aggravating. So just remember, just a little batch at a time. A little patience. And this will work out great. Go ahead and use up what's left. Now I have not done all of the platform area or nothing. This is where the train station is going to sit. But I am working on the edges where the grass goes and all that. We're going to come back and come up with a plan for the platforms to smooth them up nice and smooth, ready for buildings. But right now that's not my concern, but I am studying it, getting ahead, make sure I'm ready. So I've got all that used up. That right there will wipe out with a paper towel, no problem. So as you can see, we'll zoom in. Them little pesky holes are gone. It looks good. Now it's wet. After a few minutes, it'll dry up. Then by tomorrow, 24 hours, it'll be just solid and white, just like a cast. So there you have it. So I'm going to set the camera up on the side over here, and we're going to do a little time lapse. We're going to go ahead and finish up the rest of this layout. Probably make this video somewhere around 10-15 minutes. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Till next time. Bye bye.